G'day tradies, my name's Jamie and welcome to a BCM Tradie Tough Test. I'm here with my good mate Pagey, and look, he's looking dangerous. I'm a bit scared, but look, Mattie, our friends at Simpson Strong Tie have done a fantastic job again with a great new product. They've got the WSV subfloor screw. Some of these new features include the new Torx drive, which has actually gone away from the square drive to the Torx, which is a star design with 6 key points for better grip and better drive.
We've also got a redesigned thread as well, which requires 25% less torque, which will equate to about 20% faster install, which is going to save you a ton of time over the job.
Mattie, the WSV subfloor screw system is obviously designed for the Quik Drive system from Simpson Strong Tie. So what do you want to share with everyone about how awesome this unit is?
Yeah, mate, so if you've been bending over putting in fixings all this time, you've been doing it wrong. This Quik Drive system, you can do everything standing up. You're going to save your back. Years and years of pain.
100%, and I've actually done that process, and even after a day your back's ruined.
So and your knees.
This thing's been around for what, 10-15 years now, and it's an awesome piece of kit. So look, why don't we we'll fire it up, we'll get the screws in, and we'll start putting some screws into the floor and just see how awesome this system is.
Sounds good.
We've got our pencil line running across the subfloor here. We've marked up the joist underneath, but before we get started, what are you expecting the experience to be with the new Torx head?
Mate, well, as you can see on the actual screw itself, the 6-lobe recess is very deep, meaning the bit's going to get right in there. You're going to have a lot less cam outs. It's going to work a lot better for your countersinking as well. It's going to leave a much nicer finish.
So Mattie, the Quik Drive system just went in so well. That was effortless. How did it feel for you actually using the device?
Oh mate, this thing is a super weapon.
Yeah.
So quick, so easy, no bending down. I stood up the whole time. I've got really bad back and really bad knees.
You do suffer a bit.
And I feel a lot of pain bending down all the time, and this just takes the whole thing away. And especially these screws, effortless. 25% less torque is going to give you a much faster install, and the longevity of the tool is going to last a lot longer as well.
And if you actually have a look at the screw, Mattie, you can see that it's got a high and a low thread, and that's, I guess, part of the reason why these screws are going in so easy. Again, a really good example of Simpson Strong Tie going above and beyond. Guys and girls, I think there's still a lot of people out there incorrectly using nails into subflooring, and there's a couple of key reasons why you shouldn't do it. I guess the first is if you have joists that are not perfectly level, and let's be honest, when you are laying a floor, not all joists are going to be perfect all the time. So when you put your subfloor down and you shoot a nail in, a nail will penetrate the subfloor and go into your joist, but if there is a little gap there, it won't actually close that gap. So a screw, on the other hand, is going to pull the ply or the subfloor down, perfectly touching the joist, which is going to make sure that as time goes by you don't end up with creaky floorboards, creaky joists. No one likes it. So that's, I guess, a massive reason why you should be using screws as opposed to nails. And I think, Mattie, you've got something else to sort of add to that too, right?
Yeah, mate, the other one is the Australian standard stipulates when screwing particle board into eye joists that a 50mm 10 gauge screw should be used and not nails.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's another very good reason to use this kind of system.
If any tradies out there want to go through the range in full, what's the best way for them to move forward?
They should contact their local Simpson Strong Tie rep, and they'll give you a full rundown of the tool, even give you a go of it. So it's worth doing, getting your hands on it yourself, and you'll be sold.
Perfect. And the reps are happy to come out on site and show the boys how to use the product on location. So Mattie, you had to put quite a few screws down today using the Quik Drive system and also these amazing subfloor screws. How did you feel the system went?
Mate, this thing is so quick. That's the biggest key point, is the speed and the ease of installation. These new screws, honestly, so quick, so easy.
Yeah. And the best thing is, I guess, at the end of the day too, you're not going to be hobbling to the car with a bad back, right? You're going to be nice and straight. You can go for a surf, you can have a round of golf. You know, everyone should be finishing the day.
You probably have a fatter wallet at the end of the job too.
So guys and girls, thanks so much for tuning in for another awesome BCM Tough Test. Look, Mattie, Simpson Strong Tie have done it again. This subfloor screwing system is absolutely fantastic, and for everyone out there, make sure you stay really safe on site, and we'll catch you soon. And don't forget to check out Mattie's review in BCM in full, and you can pick these screws up at any good tool store. So we'll catch you next time.